This afternoon, as you can see, off the Reedy Creek Estate, fellas off the Broad for 23 in this after. Outstanding line of Vendor bred heifers, I'm sure you'll agree. There's the story, fellas, creek tested in calves, the low birth weight Paringa bull. You won't find them any better. A great yard of heifers, not afraid to ask you 2,500. Should be 25, 24, you sing it out, bet 2, 2, 3 down the major.
Euroa agents conducted their female sale as part of their weaner sales, end of year sales on Wednesday. Michael Curtis joins me. Michael, a very strong sale here today and really supported by your vendors in the local area here, very close into 50 or 80 k's.
Yeah, big yarding of cattle here today, Murray. The yards are full, all the female cattle. Our annual drafts of joined cattle and heifer weaners and cows and calves. And you're right, most of the cattle did stay in the local area with us, a good season under our belt. There was a few cattle that did go outside the area and the odd feedlot are buying a few cattle, but generally speaking, all the cattle stayed within, an 80k radius of Euroa.
Yeah, a big feature of this sale is your PTIC heifers. Wonderful exchange of heifers there. Couldn't find any better in the country. $2,700 the top. Was that about where you thought?
Yeah, that's about where I thought. Probably a little bit more on that top end pen of Michael and Olga Hill's cattle. They have those cattle here every year and they're magnificently bred heifers. And they do a wonderful job with their cattle. So they made the top price, and then there was the Reedy Creek heifers had a run of magnificent heifers as well, which topped at nearly 2,500. So for buyers to buy cattle, pregnancy tested heifers, they had to pay, generally for the better end, $22 to $24 or $500, and then there was just a few lighter heifers towards the tail of the sale in the pregnancy tested heifers that made from 1,900 to 2,200.
Yeah, a couple of dispersals in your cow and calf outfits, and the best of those up to 3,150 on 2 occasions.
Yeah, the cows and calves, there wasn't a lot of quality in the cows and calves, but there was a few pens that did present very well, and they had real good calves on them. They were young cows, and they were joined back up to bulls again, and we saw significant premiums on those cattle, and 2 pens topped at 3,150, and then there was other pens that made sort of 24 to 2,600, the better quality, and then the lesser quality older cows made from sort of 2,000 to 23 or 400.
Back end of the sale comprised all unjoined heifers and a lot of weaners. Very strong demand where your feeders got into it there, but at a rate that we thought that had passed us by. Most of it was in around that 370 or 80 and up to 420.
Yeah, the restockers showed a bit of strength on those heifers to join back to the paddock. Local producers that had probably sold a few cattle and a few joint cattle back in the market, buying heifers out to $1,400 odd for the best pen of pepper tree heifers. And then the general run of heifers made of black heifers made from $3.50 to $4.20 a kilo. Charolais Angus cross heifers generally made $3.30 to $3.60 a kilo.
Yeah, very few of those heifers sold under $1,100. It's quite remarkable for the weight that's come through in those heifers.
Yeah, given the good season, the heifers have got plenty of bloom on them and a bit more growth this year compared to last year, so a bit more weight, which helped keep the dollars per head price, between $1,100 and $1,400.
Yeah.